Hello. How's you? You alright? I know. I don't call, I don't write, I don't email or anything for ages, and all of a sudden I just turn up. Technical difficulties. I had a pigeon fly in my head and got stuck. Frogs stole my shoes. And all the usual stuff. But I am back, hopefully. As long as you can see me. Can you see me? Alright, okay. For those of you who don't know who I am, because it has been about a month since I last did a video, MAW0001. I think we can dispense with the formalities. Just call me Mark. It makes it a hell of a lot easier. Just in this video, I'm going to show you some of the comics that I've got recently. And hopefully at some point I should be able to put up a video for the Comic Community Central as well, which I'm a member of, and I think you should be too if you like comics. So first off, just go through some comics that I've got recently. It's by no means all the comics that I've had in the last month and that, but these are the ones that I thought might be interesting for some people. First off, we have the Defenders #3 variant cover. This is the I Am a Defender variant cover, where they just use words to describe the character that is portrayed in the picture. And I think this is a pretty cool cover actually. The first one was the first issue. I Am a Defender cover was of Iron Fist. Issue 2 was Doctor Strange, and as you can probably see, this is Red She-Hulk. So, yeah, I've been pretty pleased with the comic as well. The Defenders has been a pretty interesting story to follow at the moment. So, if you haven't picked up the Defenders, I think it might be interesting too. Right, what else we got? Devil Dinosaur. Jack Kirby. You can't go wrong with this. Sadly, when I got this, I got it off of eBay. There was no mention of the damage to it. Please, if you're going to sell comics on eBay, try and say if it's got damage on it, because it helps a hell of a lot. Okay, for people who are buying off you. Yes, they said that the pages were off-white to yellowing, which didn't bother me. But the fact that I didn't pay too much for it, but the money I would have, the money I would have been willing to pay for it had I known that it was damaged, like here, I probably wouldn't have paid that much. But it's Jack Kirby, really nice comic. So, swings and roundabouts. Shinies. Shinies. Anybody who was around in the 90s collecting comics, you'll know that there was a huge glut of shiny, holographic, fifth colour, basically mirror covers and that. First up we have Iron Man #300. Read the story, terrible story, nice cover though, so again, didn't pay too much for it. And Guardians of the Galaxy #25. Don't know if that's on the picture there. Yeah. Ooh, shiny. Yep. And what else we got? Where is it? Got that one here. Hang on. Here it comes. New Titans #100, with the wedding of Dick Grayson and Corey Starfire, which is of course null and void from what I understand from the reboot from DC. But yeah, holographic cover. So yeah, some shinies there. I did get another couple, but I can't seem to put my finger on where I put those ones at the moment. Something to come today, which I thought was pretty cool, is the variant covers for Fantastic Four #601. Yeah. And FF #13. Not that interesting, you may say. Nice covers on their own, but if I do this, not only does it block out my face, which is a bonus, it also shows you that it is a dual cover, a connector cover. How cool is that? Pretty cool, eh? There you go. Some more variant covers you're asking for? Okay. Oh, sugar. Don't want to do that. Here we have... I don't know if I want to take this one out actually. Here we have Swamp Thing number 5, the black and white variant cover. Oh, go on in. Seeing you've asked so politely, and seeing it's you. If it was anybody else, I would have done it. But seeing it's you, this is the wraparound black and white cover for Swamp Thing number 5. I think some of these covers have been absolutely amazing. I've unfortunately missed out on the Batwoman ones, which I would have loved to have got hold of. These, I think, though, are brilliant. Yeah. And I've got the original colour covers as well, but I saw the black and white ones, and they remind me so much of, I don't know if anybody remembers the old Curtis and black and white Marvel reprint magazines from the 70s and early 80s and that. These Swamp Thing covers remind me of those. This is the cover for number 6, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. Fantastic, eh? And what else do we have? Oh, a couple of figurines I've picked up. In a local grocery store, they're selling Marvel Universe figurines fairly cheaply, so I thought I'd pick up Doctor Strange, which looked pretty cool. And even though he never appeared in the Captain America First Avenger movie, I also picked up this Captain Britain. Now, I'm toying with the idea of picking up the Marvel Universe Thor figure, because I've seen the Marvel Studios movie Thor figure, and quite frankly I think the Marvel Universe one looks 1,000 times better than the Marvel movie version of it, but personal taste, you know. There you go. What else do we have? Oh, don't remember if anybody remembers, I used to collect, when I was younger, I would get the weekly British reprint magazines of things like Spiderman and such. And it was only, say, about 6 years ago that I found out that, I knew there were reprints, but I found out that a lot of the reprints were actually reprinted Spider-Man stories from the Marvel TeamUp comics that come out in the 70s and 80s. And I've managed to pick up a couple of them. This one is Marvel TeamUp number 132, Spiderman and Mr Fantastic, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant story, and it's where Spider-Man and Mr Fantastic fight a character called Everyman, who originally fought Captain America way back in, what does it say? Captain America number 267. There you go. And he comes back, he's actually Reed Richards' nephew, and he comes back and he's got these powers, and he gets hold of one of Mr Fantastic's weapons, and he actually makes Mr Fantastic dumb. Not dumb, but Mr Fantastic just can't figure out how to put machinery back together, sort of thing. So Everyman goes out to fight the fascist regime and the police as he sees them, and Spider-Man intervenes. He teams up with Mr Fantastic, and he helps defeat Everyman. Who Everyman finds out that his powers are actually leeching off other people. So the stronger Everyman gets, the weaker people around him get, and he runs off and everything, and never to be seen again as far as we know. And yeah, and then Reed Richards, with Spider-Man's help, builds a machine that reinstates his intelligence, and yeah, so that's a pretty cool one. And the other one I picked up, amongst a fair few, was Spiderman and the Sandman, which again I thought was a really good team up. This is Marvel Team Up number 138, and as you can see, they're fighting the Enforcers. Is it the Enforcers? It is the Enforcers, isn't it? Yeah, the Enforcers. And if I remember correctly, this is the first one where the Sandman is actually portrayed as a hero rather than a villain. And I can't remember much about this story. The main thing I can remember about this story actually is this cover, because I remember having this. I've still got it actually, the weekly reprints one, and I remember seeing this cover and I was like, ah, I'll get that one. So there you go. What else we got? A couple more Marvel team ups. Does that interest you? Yeah. There we go. Marvel Team Ups Annual number 5 from 1982. Spider-Man with the Thing, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and Quasar. How's that for a team up? I haven't actually read this one yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so because it looks like it's pretty cool. And God, look at that. $1. You ain't gonna get many comics like that nowadays, are you? And we also have a couple more. Marvel Team Ups number 126, which is a double fest. Spider-Man and Hulk and Power Man and the Son of Satan. And again, I've only just flicked through this comic just to make sure it's okay. I haven't really read the story yet, but you know, 2 team up stories on 1 comic can't be bad. And Marvel Team Ups number 100 with the Fantastic Four. Looking forward to reading that one as well. And finally, for this video, for my comeback video, we have a new comic. Now, I've been getting new comics in any case. I haven't done any reviews, unfortunately, as you probably can tell. Sorry about that. Like I said, technical difficulties, pigeons stole my shoes, frogs embedded in my head, you know, sort of the usual thing that happens to people every day, you know. This is a new comic from Image by Ted McKeever, and it's called Mondo. And look at the size of it, it's huge. They call it the Golden Age format, which you can probably see why. It's black and white with Ted McKeever's inevitable fantastic artwork inside. And again, I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but from what I've seen, it's got sort of a hobo guy that gets mutated into this great big hulking monster, and it also has genetically modified chickens in it, giant genetically modified chickens in it, which, you know, is a pretty good thing to have if you're writing a comic book, isn't it? Now, the only thing I will say about this is it's $4.99, so you know, but it does look really cool. So if you haven't picked this up, if you see it in your comic shop, give it a look. You might be interested. You might find it interesting. You might find it's fun. Right, so that's it. My first video back after all the harumph and hurrah of the month just past. Hopefully I will be doing more videos, and yeah, with any luck I will be around a lot longer than I was last time I said I was going to be around. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the comics I have here, and yeah, see you around. Take care.